Big money's on the line all weekend. We've got outlaw drivers streaking. Obviously, Brady Bacon was going to win. A late model driver move and more today. Let's go. It's Thursday, May 23rd. I'm Justin Fiedler. This is Dirt Tracker Daily presented by Kubota Genuine Parts. As is becoming the norm around here, if I talk about a driver, they're going to go out and win. And yesterday, it was Brady Bacon going to victory lane at Circle City. On the Wednesday Daily Show, I talked about Brady being a candidate to flip from non-winged to winged this season on a more regular basis. That was a hot take from me. And I don't honestly think last night's win really changes how I feel and what my opinion is. And I'll get back to that in a second. The Macho Man went fifth to the win, breaking a 15-race winless streak with USAC that's going back to Hauptstadt in September last year. Bacon led laps at Ocala and Volusia back in February and had 4 podium finishes this season, but just hadn't broken through yet. He got around Kevin Thomas Jr. late to pick up the win, leading the final 6 laps. KTJ settled for second, and Dazen Pursley charged from 14th to 3rd. With CJ Leary down in 19th and Logan Seavey outside the top 10 in 11th, that was after winning Tuesday at Terre Haute, Bacon did gain some ground in the standings. He's passed Justin Grant, who's now had 3 straight finishes of 15th or worse. But even up to 5th, he's still 182 behind Seavey. And one of the main points I made yesterday was about prize money. And even with last night's $5,000 score, winged racing has still brought in more winnings for Bacon this season. Regardless of what he does, though, we'll still see the Macho Man plenty in a winged car this season. USAC Sprint cars are right back at Circle City tonight for $10,000 to win, and then a trip to Knoxville is coming up next week. Last night at Millbridge, Jack Daum closed out the midweek Xtreme midget shows with a victory. He had a nice mid-race high-low battle with Cale Drake, but eventually the bottom won out and Daum was able to get control. He heads to Atomic on Saturday with a win and a second this week. Kenna McIntosh finished ahead of Ryan Timms and Chase McDermott for the second straight night, so his points lead was extended yet again. This weekend's Xtreme shows at Atomic are in conjunction with the World of Outlaws. And the Outlaws are in Ohio for the second straight week with 2 nights at Atomic Friday and Saturday. Then they've got a Monday show coming up at Fremont. We've still got a pretty tight battle atop the standings with a 4-way fight ongoing between David Gravel, Donnie Schatz, Carson Macedo, and Gio Scelzi. Macedo has battled his way back towards the top thanks to 17 straight top 10s and 4 podium finishes in a row. Macedo had that rough stretch at Volusia during Dirt Car Nationals, but that JJR41 team made some significant changes after that week and has been a completely different team since. Those changes included alterations to the crew and some of their equipment. You knew Philip Dietz wouldn't take long to get that situation turned around, and I'm still of the mind that Dietz just does not get enough credit for what he's done in his career as a crew chief. Just a single victory so far for Macedo in 2024, but they've been close a lot lately, and he is the most recent winner at Atomic, going back to this event 1 year ago. The other Outlaw driver streaking right now is buddy Kofoid, 16 straight top 10s, including that Friday win at Attica last weekend. A few more weeks like this, and Kofoid and the Roth 83 could be into this title mix as well. One state away in Pennsylvania, the Kubota High Limit Sprint cars will be at Port Royal on Saturday and Sunday for the Weikert Memorial. Saturday, $10,000 to win. Sunday, $75,000 to win. This will be the biggest sprint car payday so far this season. Brad Sweet enters the weekend with 34 points on Tyler Courtney in the standings, with everyone else from Brent Marks in 3rd on down. They're all triple digits back. Zeb-wise, Tyler Courtney won the Outlaw shows at Port late in 2023, while Brian Brown was the winner of the Tuscarora 50. Brownie does have this Pennsylvania weekend on his schedule, and I think if there's a big payday to be taken down by a driver not on a series, it could be this event. We know Brownie has won big cash at Port. Anthony Macri has taken truckloads of money out of that place. I think, though, if a series regular does win it, I like Sunshine and Zeb's chances here. This could be a good weekend as well for some these guys to take some points out of Brad Sweet. He has just a single career win at Port back in 2015. His last Outlaw top 5 there was in 2018. I had wondered if we would see any Outlaw teams try and super truck back and forth between Ohio and Port Royal for the Sunday money. But in asking around, I don't know how likely that will be. To go from Atomic Saturday to Port Royal on Sunday is about 6.5 hours, and then to go to Fremont on Monday is about 5.5 hours. I do still think the chance exists, but we'll see if the weather cooperates. I'm not hopeful, but we'll see. We'll talk more about the Weikert on the Sunday Daily Show. The other big money on the line this weekend is with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series at Wheatland. It's Show Me 100 time, and racing starts tonight. Thursday, Friday, both $10,000 to win, and then Saturday is $50,000 to win. Devin Moran is the defending Show Me winner, even though he didn't actually lead a single lap in that race. If you might remember, Ricky Thornton Jr. crossed the finish line last year as the winner, but was later docked to 5th after failing the droop check. If you're looking for someone else to maybe put some money on, you'd be hard-pressed to look past Jonathan Davenport. He won both prelim nights at this event a year ago, led half the Show Me 100 feature, and already has 2 Wheatland victories this weekend, or this season. He swept the Spring Nationals with the MLRA earlier this year. In the Lucas standings, this battle for that 4th and final chase spot is going to continue being absolutely crazy. 4th to 10th right now is separated by just 150 points. That means Mike Marlar, Hudson O'Neal, Tim McCready, Garrett Alberson, Jimmy Owens, Brandon Shepard, Dalton Wilson, all still very much in the mix. And yes, because we haven't had a conflict yet, Bishop is still in play here, although I doubt we see him at Wheatland with the Outlaws at Ultimate Motorsports Park this weekend. This battle for 4th, I think, will be a nice secondary fight to keep an eye on. One cool addition to the Show Me 100 weekend is this pit crew challenge that's happening on Saturday. 18 teams will battle for $2,000 in a challenge to see who can change right side tires the fastest. The cash and a new Hellraiser jack are being put up by my guy Tim Sheets. Sheets, who is known to us as Pop-Tart, is a longtime NASCAR tire changer. He owns Hellraiser jacks. I've worked with both Pop-Tart and his brother Jason. Both have been fixtures in the NASCAR garage for a long time. Very cool to see Pop-Tart put this on for the late model teams. As for the Outlaws, like I just mentioned, they've got 2 nights coming up at Ultimate Motorsports Park. Big cash Saturday here as well, $35,000 to the winner. Nick Hoffman leads the championship, but just 4 points separate he and Bishop. Hoffman has been the hottest driver as of late, 3 wins in his last 10 races and an average feature finish of 5.4. That includes a 7th place run last time out at Path Valley with the left front hub just basically knocked off the car. The Outlaws haven't been to the track in Elkin, North Carolina since 2015 with Chris Ferguson winning that night. We'll see what happens between Hoffman and Bishop and if Bobby Pierce can continue his climb up the order. One late model driver announcement for you. ASD Motorsports announced yesterday that they have hired Ethan Dotson to drive their Barry Wright machines starting this weekend at Wheatland. Dotson replaces Will Harrington, who departed that team a few weeks ago. Dotson was previously with Coltman Farms Racing this season. Quick side note here as well. I appreciated ASD tagging Dirt Tracker in their Facebook post, so I saw the news. If you see something break, feel free to tag or mention Dirt Tracker on Facebook or Twitter, because as much as I try and be everywhere, it is difficult to see all of the news. With the USMTS last night, Jim Chisholm nipped Gary Christian on the final lap to grab the $3,000 win at Hamilton County. Win number 3 for Chisholm on the year, and he's up to 3rd in the standings. USMTS has Fayette County tonight, Mississippi Thunder Friday, Deer Creek Saturday, Mason City on Sunday. And then before he tries to pick up some big cash at the Show Me 100, Ricky Thornton Jr. has already done some winning this week. He won the stock car portion of the IMCA $250,000 challenge at the Clay County Fair Speedway last night. He picked up $16,000 driving for Jordan Grabowski. The other big $16,000 check went to Matthew Luft, who won the night's Sport Mod feature. Good to see them get those races in after battling weather all week long in Iowa, including tornadoes. All right, that's it for the Daily Show this week. Drop in your weekend win predictions and what your racing plans are, whether you're headed to the track or watching from home. Hope you guys have a great Thursday out there. We'll see you right back here on Sunday.